Do a nice flow, really focused on the lower body, maybe after a nice intense weight training session, whatever it was. I'm sitting on my knees. If this is uncomfortable, you can sit crisscross applesauce. Just take a nice big breath. I want you to lengthen through the spine. Rest your hands on your legs. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears and take 3 big breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your mouth. Center yourself and just be present. One more. And then come down into child's pose with your feet wide, with your knees wide. So taking the knees out wide, lengthening, the forehead comes down to the floor. We're stretching through the fingers, through the armpits, through the elbows, and then pressing the hips back gently towards your heels. Breathe in and breathe out. And then walk your arms to the right side, putting your left hand on top of your right hand, feeling a stretch in the side body as you press your hips back for a breath, and then go the opposite way. Over to the left side, taking your right hand on top of your left hand and breathing. Shoulders are away from your ears, feeling the length and openness in the upper body, down through the hips. Keep moving the hips open and back. And then come back to the center and come to all fours. You're gonna take your hands, my hair is just up and everywhere today. You're gonna take your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. I want you to tuck your toes to stretch the bottoms of the feet, a little cat-cow. So exhale, tuck the chin, arch the back, and then inhale. Lift the head, lift the hips, go again. Exhale. Big breaths, you guys. Feel that flexion and extension in the spine as you warm it up. One more time. Really press the feet down, the toes down. And then you're going to extend your right leg all the way back behind you, level the hips, and then extend the left arm. Reach away and then bend the left leg and reach behind you and open. So we've got the opposite foot and opposite hand together, and then we're gonna breathe and lift across the front body, the back body, and that right hip. Breathe. Gently let go and stretch away again. Spread your toes, spread your fingers. Gently switch sides. Left leg, right arm. First just reaching away. Long, not high here, and then bend your left leg. Reach behind with your right arm and lift up. Flex your foot, spread your toes. Feel this openness from hips, the front body. Lift, lift, lift. One more breath. And then reach away, finding that length one more time. And then hands come to the floor. We're gonna lift our hips for downward facing dog. Don't get crazy if this is the first one of the day. It's cold in my garage, that's why I've got socks on. If you're in the same position, just be easy here. Maybe start with some paddling. Our palms are flat on the floor. Our arms are strong. Think about relaxing your head and neck. You can even shake it. You can move your hips here as well, your shoulders here as well. Just keep the hands strong, visualizing the back body opening and stretching. Heels moving towards the floor. Doesn't matter if it ever happens. Then we're gonna do a gentle down dog twist. So breathe in, take your front arm to your back leg and gently just draw your chest open. Oh, feels so good. And then switch. Other side, breathe and press away. And then come back to down dog, acknowledge the pose. Hips high, eye gaze behind. Lifting the inner thighs toward the ceiling. And then we're all gonna take our front leg. We're gonna lift up to 3-legged dog. We're gonna reach, 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 reach. Not about how it looks, how does it feel? And then bend the knee and take it forward. Between your hands, gently drop your back knee. And inhale, lifting up, reaching up and back. Now in this position, we wanna think about reaching up through the upper body, through the chest, really opening here, finding a stretch across the back hip. Reach your arms away, but plug them into the torso as well. Breathe. And then exhale, coming down, sending the hips back, leveling them out. And then bringing the front toes towards your face and breathe, feeling a deep stretch at the back of the leg. Try to keep your fingers light. And then you're gonna come up the same way into a nice long lunge. Take the hands back, legs go back to plank, and then push to downward facing dog and breathe. This time the back leg extends to three-legged dog. Really stretch here, reach away, reach away, reach away. And then bring the leg forward. Gently put the front knee down. Inhale, when you're ready, come up. Opening through the chest, reaching through. We don't want any stress or compression in the lower back, so just breathe in, find length, find height, find space. Shoulders away from ears. And exhale. Gently bringing the hips back, leveling them out. Eye gaze down and breathing all down that leg. Breathe with me. And then going out the same way we came in. So coming into that long, low lunge, it's a stretch all to its own. Put your hands down, press back to downward facing dog, breathe in again, stretch, little paddle. And then really gently, we're gonna come down to quadruped, and then we're gonna press back to downward facing dog. Keeping your eye gaze behind you, and we're gonna move between these two a couple of times. This is great for mobility. So quadruped with the knees down, and then pressing the hips high for downward dog. A little bit of movement, a lot of stretching. Relax the head and the neck. Oh, one more, feels so good. And hold, acknowledge the pose, and then the knees come down. Take that wide leg child again. Feel how different it feels just from those couple of stretches. You can move around here, side to side, staying long and low. And then just draw your hands back. Feels good, doesn't it? Yes. And then you're gonna have a seat. You're gonna extend your back legs straight and strong, and then draw your front heel close to your glute. Sit up really tall and then hug your leg. The leg that's long on the floor, I want you to flex the foot and make the leg super strong. Sit as tall as you can. And then gently take your back arm to the side, fingertips are super light. Front arm, thumb down. You're gonna come around your leg if you can. If your flexibility does not allow you to join your hands together, you can either hold your clothes or you can get your yoga strap. Breathe in, and then imagine your shoulders squaring and your chest coming down. You may not get far, I don't either, but it feels amazing. Breathe into the hips. Breathe across the collarbones. And then release and come up. Gently take the leg down and put the front foot, the sole of the foot, into the back inner thigh. And then you're gonna inhale, you're gonna get really tall, and you're gonna reach into a twist. Back arm coming to front leg really gently. Fingertips are light. Turning from the belly button. And then you're gonna twist the other way. And if you do this, you can also even come down a little bit. So focusing on that twist across the upper back as we stretch the lower body and breathe. And then come up to the center, switch legs. Front leg extends, toes flex, leg is strong. And then you're drawing the heel back. You're lifting up really tall. Eye gaze is forward, longest spine you've had all day. Feels good. Light with the front hand, back arm, thumb comes down and around, either holding your clothes, your fingers, or a strap. And then drawing the upper body down very gently here. We're not trying to get anywhere, we're trying to create openness, to create space, and to make this feel nice for our low body. But remembering we are connected, our spine, our torso, our lower body, our breath. And then come up gently. Put the sole of the back foot into the inner front thigh. And then I'm going to turn away from you. It's not personal. Breathe in, very tall here, turning from the belly button. Finding some space. And then switch. I'm going to bring my hand down just a little bit. We're not pulling, rounding, forcing. We're opening, drawing. Searching for the edges here. And then coming back to the front. Take both of your legs out nice and long. If you had a yoga mat, they'd be about that far apart. And then we are gonna bend our knees, friends, what a thought. So that the torso comes down. I'm gonna hold my legs. Feel free to just pick your arms in the center if that feels better. And then we are gonna breathe into a forward fold with bent knees. Tucking the chin, lengthening. And then maybe, just maybe, you wanna take one leg long at a time. Again, we're not forcing, we're not pulling on our feet. And then maybe bending that leg and extending the other. Breathing into the seated fold. This is for the hamstrings. So rather than thinking of your chest coming forward, think of your belly coming forward to keep the stretch in the back of the body. And then maybe you feel like straightening both legs, seeing how this feels. You can move side to side. Just feel how good it is for the legs and for the back of the body just to open here. And then come up. We're gonna bend both of our knees, and then the back leg, we're gonna cross the ankle over the front knee. We're gonna flex the foot and flex the knee to keep it open. Hands go behind, fingertips point away. And then as you flex the foot, you're gonna just bring your chest a little closer to your shins. Oh, feeling that deep stretch through the glute, through the hammy, and through where they connect. It's technically called the thut, the hamstring insertion. If you'd like a little more, you can reach forward and hold your leg like you would hold a baby. But if your foot starts to sickle or turn sideways, don't do that. Keep it strong. And then you can move, again, staying nice and tall. Ooh, breathe. It's a hard area to stretch, so stay a little longer, take the time. And then gently come out of the stretch and go to the other side. Front leg crosses over, flexing the foot, opening the knee, fingertips away, and then just bringing the chest forward as you draw the knee away from you to increase the stretch. Oh, you're calm. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Breathe. Relax your face. And then maybe you can come forward. If you can't, it's fine. It's all good. Make sure the foot isn't sickling. It's nice and strong. You can move around, breathe in right up in this piece right here. So important to stretch the low body, stretch the legs. Muscles do a lot of work for us. Breathe in. Gently let go. Final pose, cobbler's pose. Taking the soles of the feet together. Wriggle your pelvis up a little closer to your heels. And then we're just going to use the arms and gravity to open the legs a little further. Tuck the chin gently and then come forward. Don't push, don't pull, but find a nice deep stretch here. Nothing painful, but definitely work. Breathing deeply into the inner thighs. You can massage your feet. You can even stretch them open. Whatever your flexibility allows, whatever feels good for you today. One more breath. And then coming up, sitting gently. However we're comfortable, putting our hands on our knees, breathing in deeply. And just coming into that straight spine, stacking our head and our heart. One more breath. Have a gorgeous day, you guys. Enjoy.